Right, it's been about 24 hours since I put this battery on charge. I put it on a trickle charge to see what happened. Did it take any charge? Well, let's find out. This is only a 750 milliamp trickle charge, but usually when a battery is so low, when you put big chargers on, sometimes they won't charge up until there's a bit of charge in them. So let's have a look. Disconnect it first. Obviously we've got the ground off. That's a bit warm. So, did it do anything? Because yesterday it had 1 volt in it apparently. 1. Go on. Ooh! 11.2! This is good! Well, that's alright. So that trickle charger has worked. Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll do with that. So it seems to be, there could be a short circuit when the ignition's off. We'll find out what that is. But will it start? Well, let's put the battery on. Will it start? Will we find the key like we did last time? You know, obviously this must be to deter thieves. Indeed it is. So we've got charge lights on, we're good. Now this hasn't got a choke on it, so I'm going to give it a couple of pumps on the pedal for petrol. Because, like I say, I think it's a Holly carburetor, I'm not sure. So we'll get one. Let's see. Needs more charging. What a disappointment. Or, should I take the battery off the Range Rover, which is my battery, because her battery's dead, and put it on here and see if we can get it started? I think that's a good idea because we're not wasting time. Okay, this is a smaller battery, but will it start it? Woohoo. So is there a battery problem or is there a short? We don't know, but it's obviously charging. Charge light's gone out, but that doesn't mean that the alternator could be backfeeding. Well, what we'll do is we'll leave it to get warmed up and then we'll get it in the shop. The idle speed is a little bit high on the big tester. It doesn't look too bad, it's a Volvo battery, but I don't know any history about it. So, and it's an AGM battery, is that? Advanced glass battery. So let's get it in the shop. Well, this is as far as we got. I've just put my battery charger away and put the battery on charge. Came back, bloody thing's almost boiling over, there's no water in it. Listen, these V8s get very hot very quickly. There's nothing in it. So where's the coolant gone? Shit. Now this is a dilemma. If there's a problem, do I want to put antifreeze in it or shall I just put water in it? But now I'm going to have to leave it to cool down because I don't want to crack anything. But it must have a serious overheating problem somewhere because somebody's put a new radiator on it. And I never thought about checking it. I mean, well, it's not the sort of thing you do really. You expect somebody's put a radiator in that put coolant in it. Bugger. It's only run for about 5 minutes. Let's leave it to cool and we'll come back. If we get to a level where we can see the coolant pump is leaking, or wherever it's leaking, then we'll just stop. Oh, wait a minute, that's not going to do anything, is it? It hasn't got a hose. It hasn't got a hose on the coolant tank going to the bottom hose. Oh, what a fool! So that's our full now. It relies on suction. I can't believe it got so hot so quickly. Like 2 minutes. And why did they change the radiator? Hold on a minute, has this got... This has got extra radiators in the back, I think. Sure enough, there's another heater. Isn't that neat? No wonder it's using a lot of coolant. Now, is that leaking, or is there a pipe associated with it leaking? Let's crawl under the truck and have a look. Well, it took 3 litres of coolant to top it up. And I'm sort of concerned where it's all gone. I can't see any leaks. I don't know where it's going. Make sure all the air's out. That's halfway, so that's good. We'll just play around with the top hose a bit. Well, that's full. Faulty cap? Not sure. £15 cap. Seals are good. Never a good idea to put wire chains onto rubber hose. Never mind. Let's have a look and fire it up. This is never a good sign. These engines very rarely blow head gaskets, you know, like between cylinders, because there's no water passage down to the cylinders. It either leaks at the front or at the back. Fortunately on these engines, not like those shitty discos, you can actually get to the back of the head and see if it's leaking, which I will do right now. Nothing. Not even any oil leak. What's going wrong? I am a bit concerned about the high idle. I think I'll take the air cleaner off and have a look. It's got an electronic choke on it. Yeah, it's worked off a little motor, almost like a stepper motor type of thing. Alright, so let's get a screwdriver and change, see if we can change it. A couple of pumps of the gas, it got it going. It's got the most funkiest throttle linkage on it you've ever seen. The exhaust's blowing. So you can see here where the cable comes in, then it does a dog leg round here to the linkage. And I think they've done it like that to miss the air cleaner. What it wants is a bracket here. That's not going to be any good, is it? See how it sticks? Better. Sounds nice though, doesn't it? I do believe James has got one of these on his V8, the Holly. So he's just got that sticky point. The return spring does close to nothing. It wants some serious work doing on that bracket. Anyway, back to the coolant. The coolant's in the red again. I can't understand why. What I'll do is I'll go and get my thermal imaging camera and put it on this, because it doesn't seem to be too bad. Look, I mean, if it was boiling I wouldn't be able to hold that, and now it's getting up to pressure, which is a good thing, but the gauge is way off, like it's right into the red. Let me get my camera. So here we go. Let's have a test of ambient temperature. Ground temperature is 13.8. Ooh, look at that there. Look at that. Can you see that? I'll put this on the screen. I'll record this. But top hose is 46. Bottom hose is 26. That's good. Manifold 76. 74 to 76. Actually, I should record this straight away, shouldn't I? Take photo, video, record. There we go. So we'll have a look around it as I'm doing it. Exhaust manifolds are very healthy. 125, 130. The heater hoses are circulating at the back. Yeah. In fact, it's, yeah, no, they're working okay. 59. Water pump 51. 22 for the expansion tank. I don't know if we can see through the radiator. The radiator's showing 24 through this little gap at the front. Through the gap here in the front of the radiator is 24. I don't think it's overheating at all. The gauge is showing wrong, but the engine seems to be quite normal to me. In fact, I don't even think it's got hot enough yet. Well, that was interesting, isn't it? Because you can jump to conclusions and go the wrong road. 58, 59 on the top of the rocker boxes. Let me start it up and see what it's like when it's running. There's a chipmunk. Chitty 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 chitty. It's kind of interesting to see. It's 63 coming out the hose, but by the time it gets to here, it's 41. 61. The manifolds are working well, they're all firing well. Yeah, there's not a bad plug, which is unusual, isn't it? Degrees coming out at the top hose. Temperature gauge in the red. We've got pressure up on the hoses. All I can suggest is change the sensor. It could be faulty, it could be a bad connector or shorting even. Who's to say? Well, I'll tell you what, I can tell if it's shorting because we can take this wire off here, and if it's still up red then we know we've got a problem. No, there's, when you take the wire off, put it back on, the temperature goes to cold, and the C not even on the gauge, so that must be alright. So it must be this sensor here or a bad wire. I'll drop a little bit of acid on this here and then we'll clean it up and see if it's going to work. But let's get it in the shop now and panic's over.